Good morning, boys and girls. This is Crystal. Her last day of being 31 years old. And do you know what I've decided? I've decided the reason why I've not been feeling like myself lately in the last several years is because I've denied the true being that I am. You know who I am? I'm OCD. I've tried denying that I am. So I'm like, well, then I must not care about the house being clean, and I must not care about doing things on a consistent daily basis, and I must not care about checking off checklists anymore and accomplishing things and making charts and lists and stuff if I can't keep it up. Well, none of that matters. That's all in the past. And it doesn't matter if I try to talk to myself like that in the future, because that's negative talk. And Jim has been getting help with this positive frame of mind, talking to himself better and better words. And something he said sparked an inspiration that he's usually the kind of person that says, okay, I can, or I will, or we'll see, or maybe. And he's never definitive, and he's never convincing. He doesn't put any kind of determination or dedication to what he says he's going to do. No commitment there. I'm going to organize a chart, and I would like to follow this chart for a whole year. That is my goal. My goal is to follow this chart for a whole year, so that in 365 days, when I turn 33 years old, I'd like to look back and prove to myself that, yes, Crystal, you are OCD, and you did not let anything stand in your way, because you are better than that. And I think I will be happiest if I can stop letting things stand in my way of being happiest. If I choose to be OCD about something, I'm not going to let Jim's opinion, or coworkers' opinion, or my kids and their needs, or even my own judgmental brain get in my way of being OCD. I want to make a chart, and it'll have at least 10 things on there of all the things I want to do on a consistent basis. Now, I think the other day I mentioned that there's some things I want to do every day, and those are like some of the things I want to put on this list. But if you take a look at my life, you will realize I am not very good at doing things every day. I'd like to be, but track records have shown that I'm not. So this is why I want to make a chart. My chart is going to have those 10 things or more that will say, feed the dogs. I would love to check that one off every morning, and then I'll have it down there below for every evening. And I'd like to put there shower every day. I'd like to put there take my medicine every day. I'd like to put there post a grateful photo every day. I'd like to put walk the dog, 10 minutes or so every day. I'd like to put lullaby to my kids every day. I'd like to put a healthy NutriBlast drink every day. I'd like to do some sit-ups every day, or maybe dancing would be nice to put on there and do every day. For some cardio and fun cardio, like Zumba, or just my own stupid Paula Abdul moves that I like to do sometimes. They're not Paula Abdul, it's just ones that I made up as a kid that I thought were Paula Abdul moves. Excuse me. Anyways, but because realistically I know that I'm typically not someone that can do all of those things every day, I'd like to put them in a chart. And then on the top side, I'd like to put the dates. For like example, April 20th will be my first day tomorrow, till May 20th might be a good way of doing it. So it's a whole month right there on one page, and then a bunch of squares, and if I did it, I cross it off. And if I look at it at a glance after a whole month, I will see how many gaps I have for like taking a shower. Hopefully it won't be 20 gaps of no showers. In 30 days, I'd hope that I took more than 10 showers. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see a lot of checks so that I can prove to myself that I am organized and I am consistent, and all these things I'd like to be consistent with, and I am dedicated to being organized and consistent. And I'm dedicated to me and the stuff I'd like to do every day. I'm dedicated to my happiness. I'm dedicated to my health, dedicated to my marriage and my kids and improving. I'm dedicated to overcoming whatever anxieties I have about just getting up and working, or getting up and working on my house, or hanging out with my kids. I mean, it's not that I don't like hanging out with my kids, but sometimes I feel that if I give them too much attention, that they will ask too much of me. Like, if I play one game with them, I get done playing the game, they're gonna say, well, Mom, now can we play my game? Okay, what's your game? My game is to take our bikes to the park and run around and chase each other, and you can see if you can find me, you know. That's not something they've mentioned, but it kind of gives you an idea of how they want their ideas to be heard and valued, and I don't mind doing that for them, but sometimes I can't always do that, so I kind of feel like the safest bet for having my kids play is to have them learn how to play by themselves, rather than always be independent on their mom to supply the fun. So I get kind of scared about supplying fun to them, because then they think I gotta supply it all the time, and they also might start coming to me with extreme ideas, like riding our bikes to the park, or riding our bikes to Grandma's house, Matthew said one time. I mean, I guess I'm just being silly, because it's just stuff I gotta say, no, we're not gonna do that, and I say that. Anyway, I am OCD, I am organized, I am consistent, and I am dedicated to being me. Me. The true me. Not the scared me, not the unsure me, not the victimized me. I'm dedicated to being my true self again. And I need to realize that I've always been here. So to say even those words, be my true self again, implies that I'm not there yet. But I'm already here. I just need to work on it every day like an OCD person. Because I am an OCD person. I'm going to be. I am not going to be. I am an OCD person. And I'm going to prove myself in 1 year how OCD I am. That's what my goal is. So I'm going to work on that chart today. And I'm going to put it in my spiner. And on the spine of it, I'm going to say, I am OCD. And people are going to say, well, what the heck is that? And I'm going to say, I am. And I'm proud of it. Because if I'm not proud to be OCD, what else do I got? Messy house. Unorganized life. Inconsistent in every way. Dedication here, failures there. Dedication again, failures again. I'm not doing failures no more. Every day, I'm going to work on lots of stuff, and if I don't do it all the time every day, that's fine. But consistency comes in many generalities. Some people say consistent is daily. Some people say consistent is weekly. Some people say consistent is yearly. But it depends on the item, right? So if walking the dogs consistently for you is once a day, that's great. If it for me is once a week, then I feel I'm doing great if I do it once a week. So that's where I'm going to have to learn what what the word consistent means for each of these items. But that's why it's important that I understand. These don't have to be high expectations or I feel like I'm failing. They're just daily goals that I'd like to strive towards. And if I am organized about it, write the list down, consistent about looking at the list, and consistent about getting up and doing it, not just looking at it, then I will be proving to myself that I'm dedicated to accomplishing the things I want done. Hey, you understand how happy this makes me? I gotta do this. I gotta do this. There's so many little things I've done like this. But this seems good. This seems like the right track. I'm excited. I'm excited. So, the 19th of April, 2013, I am going to take this towel off my head and brush my hair and sit down and start. See you all. Sorry I'm so crazy. Bye-bye now.